just tell us a little bit about your past?
Well, my name is Delphine Ganious. I've been a member at Friendship West since we were over on Keast, and grew up in the church. So I've been a Christian and a believer for a long, long time.
Can you kind of tell me a little about your story that you shared with me earlier?
Yes, my story really is for believers, but especially for non-believers. I believe in miracles, and I have had some miracles happen to me in my life since the first of the year. So that's what I want to share with people who don't believe miracles actually exist.
Well, tell me a little bit about your miracle.
Well, I went into the hospital through the emergency room and was diagnosed with diabetes. I didn't know I had it. I was having some problems waking up at night, going to the bathroom, but other than that, I didn't have any other symptoms. While I was there, being checked in for the diabetes, they found lung cancer. So the doctor said it was malignant. Now, I prayed when I went in for the diabetes, but when they told me about the lung cancer, I got together a prayer team and I told them everything that was going on. I didn't know much about diabetes. My grandmother had it, but she was the only one in the family. So from what I understand, the normal level is between 70 and 120. After my lab work, my doctor told me it was 500, and for me to get to the emergency room right away. By the time I got to the emergency room, this is the same day, the sugar had jumped up to 733.
So tell me this, with that in mind, 700 level on your testing, you should have had what type of symptoms?
Blurred vision, maybe dizziness, weakness, but I drove myself to the lab the day before. I didn't feel anything. And when I was getting ready to go to the emergency room, I started feeling a little weak, but is that because the doctor had told me you need to get to the emergency room? So anyway, I do know this is where the miracles really started showing up. Because my sugar level was so high, as you know, diabetes can kill you. You can lose your vision. You can lose your limbs. You can lose your kidneys. It affects your pancreas. I had none of that.
Wow.
None of that. And had I not gone to the hospital for the diabetes, I then would not have found out about the lung cancer. So I actually believe that the Lord sent me to the hospital with the diabetes, which is manageable, to find the lung cancer so that could be taken care of. It was in the very first stages, stage 1B, and the doctor said they could just remove part of my lung and I probably wouldn't even have to have chemo.
Wow, what a miracle.
That is a miracle. I mean, it was just miracles all the way around. No effect on my kidneys or vision or anything. I'm not winded. I'm still recovering, trying to get my energy level back, but I believe in the Lord and how He works His miracles.
So now what are you doing with your walk?
I'm getting ready I've retired. So I want to work with children. I've been involved with CASA, which is a program it's an advocate program for children who have been abused. So I'm going to start there.
Good.
And see where else the Lord takes me.
Good. So what would you tell somebody who is really turned off about the church?
Miracles happen. I don't go to church for the church. I go to church to hear the word. I don't go for the pastor, even though I love my pastor, but I go to hear the word. So you can't be turned off by the church. That's, your purpose and your relationship with God that's not what it's all about, So you're going for your personal relationship with God, and I would say there's no way you could be turned off. It's a personal thing. It's for you, and whatever else is going on with other folks, if you don't think that that's the right thing, that's not what you're going to church for. Had it not been actually for my relationship with First Lady and Pastor, I would not be here today. So I'm glad to be able to share at Friendship West.